You guys may be seeing this at a later time, but I just want to go ahead and just pretty much get this information that I've been thinking about out there, because as of late, you guys seen that a lot of discussion has been on the things we see going on around now the world. So right now, what I typically do, I usually wait 2 or 3 minutes to get into the subject, but I'm gonna just go ahead and flow into this right now, just while it's fresh in my mind, and to also just to kind of give you guys something to think about that actually been given to me to think about. This Israel war has caused several different things. Okay, this Israel war has caused several different things. For example, we all know about Hamas and everything like that, which was horrific. We all know about what's going on right now in the on the Gaza Strip, and now we know what's going on in Iran. Okay, Iran. I know y'all been trying to tell me how to say it the right way, but we all know what's been going on with Iran. But ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine? Listen to this, and I want y'all to really pay attention to this. For those of you that may be watching this at a later time, can you imagine that you finally got to a point where you, let's just say you have a house, and your house had flood water in it. Those in Florida, you guys, you understand this. You have flood water in it. Midwest people, you had tornado damage, mold, and all that. Imagine getting to a point to where all those catastrophes that happened to your house, the water has receded, it's gone away. You tore down the walls, you got to expose all the mold, and now you at a point to where you are starting to get your house in order. Imagine you starting to get your house in order, and then a neighbor of yours around the block says, I need you to come and get involved with the situation that I got going on. I know, guys, you should already be picking up what I'm saying right now. What if your neighbor came and told you, you need to come and help me with what's going on in my home? And you're thinking to yourself, I just got my house to the point where I'm getting ready to start making all the essential repairs I need to my home. I done bought new lumber. I have bought new drywall. We got rid of all the black mold in the house. The house is completely gutted. I'm just now getting to a point to where I'm getting ready to start rebuilding the damage that was done to my home. And then you have a neighbor around the block who tells you, we need you to focus on what's going on in my home. What would you do? What if everybody that lives in your neighborhood all would tell you, what if everybody that lived in that same neighborhood would tell you, hey, we got to make sure the house is taken care of. Y'all know where I'm going with this? What if I was to tell you that, hey guys, the house around the corner, we have to support that house no matter what. We have to. What would you do? What would you do? See, here's the thing. We in the United States are at that point. Guten Morgen, Arpik. Spleje ile spahernisku. So I want to just break this out and let y'all know where my mind is right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys' mind is in the same realm. It may not be, but I'm just going to say it. I think it's kind of peculiar that when we started seeing our mandate that we gave President Trump unfold, it became very strange that the more we all just kept going, okay, where's the list at? Now, I know y'all, look, y'all can call me a conspiracy, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want to. But it seems like every time some bombshell was dropped or some new evidence came forward with us finding out more information in regards to the Epstein list, all of a sudden, exactly as I predicted, and I'm not a prophet, but I can show you guys a video that I did months ago where I said, guys, I feel like although they're telling us we're going to get that list, and you might be able to see the names of some of the most powerful people, not in the United States only, but in this world. I said, you may be able to see some of the most powerful people in the world that went to the island and whatever it is that they have these videos on. I told you guys that. I said, but you guys, I got a feeling that something is going to happen, some world event or something is going to happen to where we are going to be completely focused on that. Now, this might be weird. It might be a coincidence. It might just be, oh, Ty, you're just going off the rails with this. You know, what type of thing would have to happen to completely just make us go, you know what? That Epstein list is not important right now. Because, now just go with me here. You can disagree with me. You can call me wrong. It don't matter. I got a mind and I can speak my opinions. Would something like the world focusing on what's going on in Israel, would something like that be the distraction that is definitely needed to make us go, okay, you can pump the brakes on the Epstein list. We don't care about that. We have to protect Israel. We have to support Israel. We initiated cleaning and repairing our own home. And then when we found something in our home that we like, hey, where's this information at about my house? I need this information. We want to get this information about what's been going on in our house. We want to know who had something to do with what's going on in our house. We want to know whoever it may be on the list of whoever visited the island, participated in the things that's in those videos. We want to know who these world leaders are, because we all know, if you watch videos and did your research, a lot of world leaders' names came up. So how all of a sudden, I'm just telling y'all what I'm thinking. Just thinking. It's a rhetorical question. How all of a sudden we didn't hear anything about Iran. We didn't hear anything about Iran during COVID. We didn't hear anything about Iran during the second year of COVID, the third year of COVID. The only time we heard something about Iran is as of recent. Before that, it was all about Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Death to America, right? The focus was on that. And then James O'Keefe drops the video of Pam Bondi talking to, we don't know who she was, about little kids being in these videos. I'm just asking y'all. I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there for thoughts. Would it be possible that because James O'Keefe dropped that video and you've seen on the internet a huge influx of people going, okay, we need to see this. What's going on? Could it be possible that all of a sudden that any of these y'all follow me, any of these world leaders who a lot of people have claimed to have visited Epstein Island, is it possible that it would take a world event to distract us away from world leaders that may or may not be on that list? I know that it may not seem like it to you guys, but I think that Epstein list, the Epstein files, and those people that are involved in it and visited the island and may even be on those tapes, I think there are some very important politicians, some very important lobbyists, very important celebrities. I think it is so and such a huge thing that it has to be a huge event, a huge thing going on to just distract us away from it and say, you know what? The Epstein list is not important right now. What's important right now is Israel. And then I'll raise you another one. I've gotten many emails and DMs from people that follow my channel, a lot of concerned individuals. Ty, I feel uneasy, man. I don't like seeing you guys, divided. I go, what do you mean divided? Yeah, that's what a lot of y'all told me. You know, Brandon Tatum is your guy, Ty. He's saying one thing. ABL is saying one thing. Candace Owens is saying one thing. You know, Jericho Green is saying one thing. You know, the Hodge twins are saying one thing. A lot of conservatives are all saying all kind of different things, and I hate seeing you guys fight. I go, what do you mean fight? So let me tell y'all something right now. There is not a divide among MAGA, among Republicans, anything like that. What there is something called a disagreement. And I do not want you guys to let the news or even let other podcasters, other Democrats, other far left who say, oh, look at MAGA, look at the Trump party, look at them, they're divided. Oh, they're fighting amongst each other. It's not a fight. It's a disagreement. If you ever been in a relationship in your life, you know that in a relationship, there's going to come disagreements. It doesn't mean that y'all don't like each other. It doesn't mean that y'all are divided and y'all just, nope, now it's MAGA, now it's Republican. Now half the MAGA, it's not any of that. It's just simply some of us see one thing, some of us see another thing. Some of us are saying we do not need to get involved in this war. Some people are saying we got to support Israel. And I don't care who it is, ladies and gentlemen, I will disagree with people that I respect. I will disagree with people that I love. It's plain and simple. But all I'm saying is that it seemed like it just came at a very convenient time to where we are being played to focus on what they want to put in our face instead of telling us to focus on our house. I'm just telling you guys right now, do not lose focus of what our mandate was to be. Don't lose focus of the mandate of getting the illegal aliens and the illegal criminals out of our country. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus on making sure that we're protecting our children, which you thought that would have been big news too as well, that the Supreme Court ruled that you cannot have any gender medical stuff done to children that are minors, right? Not hearing about that. Because Israel, do not forget the mandate, number one mandate that we gave, that we agreed with, that we voted for, is to put America first. Put America first. Let me tell y'all something. Too often, we find ourselves, when I say we, I'm talking about a lot of folks in America, we find ourselves going along with a so-called rule without ever questioning it. Too often that happens here. Let me give y'all an example. My sons are 23 and 21, right? My sons are 23 and 21. My sons went through school and have never been vaccinated. I went through school not vaccinated. How is that possible? Because I guarantee you that 90 plus, probably 90, I'm going to say it. This is my opinion. I would say 90% of you guys in here right now were probably told that your kid can't go to school if they don't have their vaccinations. Give me the hand emoji right now if you were told that your kid cannot go to school or attend public school if they don't have the vaccination. I'm going to wait a little bit. The question is this: how many of you were told that in order for your children to attend school, they have to get their vaccinations? Give me the hand emoji. Okay? Appreciate y'all responding. Now check this out. How is it that my sons, who are 23 and 21, and me too, how is it that I was able to go to school and not have any of those vaccinations? Guys, I'm not talking about COVID-19. I'm talking about measles, mumps, rubella, the tetanus shot. My mentees right now, my young ladies, the cancer cervical shot. How is it that was able to happen? I'm gonna tell y'all why it was able to happen. Nobody really asked if you actually have to have it done. You don't. You sign a form, and I forget the name of it's called like a DH678 form, whatever like that. And all you do is sign a form saying that you don't want your children getting a vaccination, be it for religious reasons or whatever. And the school will tell you if an epidemic breaks out at the school, your child has to stay home. But before that, everybody would say, you have to have the vaccination. Your kids can't go to school if they don't have the vaccination, and that's not true. Why am I saying that? Because before I stepped into this political world, I would always hear people that were into politics, and every time something broke out, people will always say, we have to support Israel. We must support Israel. We have to support Israel. And y'all seen the videos I've been doing lately. Why? Who told us that? Where's that rule book at? Well, if you don't protect Israel, the United States will fail. What makes you say that? Because the last time I checked, since 1776, we've been killing it. So now, I want y'all to think about something. Why would people say, if America don't protect Israel, America will fail? Because they're our ally. We are America. Who the heck are we scared of? Unless there was something deeper to this, and unless someone or something or some people that are in certain high power positions are the ones that are running things. Y'all follow me? We have to support Israel. We must support Israel. Where's that at in the American Citizens Handbook? Where's that at in any policy of ours? Where's that at in any constitution that we have that's been like the longest constitution running forever? Where does it say anything about any Americans that we have to support Israel? Why don't we have to support Japan? Why don't we have to support Australia? Where is that coming from? See, I understand, folks. Again, it's one of these deals where I guess as of late, I don't know if it's a reason why God has me talking about specific things in a specific way, because a lot of times we've been told things all of our lives and we don't question it. We will go around and we will preach it. We will teach it. When I say preach, I don't mean like church. I mean like, for example, a lot of you yourselves, you have told other people, hey, if your child don't get vaccinated, they can't go to school. Some of y'all have told people that yourselves. Yeah, because my son got vaccinated and you guys told people that yourselves without even knowing if that was true or not. And I'm not like coming down on you guys or nothing like that, or trying to make this come off as being condescending, to make it come off like I'm being something special. But all I'm saying is, guys, write this down. Question everything. Because too often, we don't. We just do it just because. Right now, I've sent emails to some people who are close to President Trump. As you guys all know, I got invited to the White House back in 2020, But I listen for certain words. So I sent out my request to possibly, go to the White House, be able to go in the press room and ask Miss Caroline to ask her a question that if I can't ask you directly to President Trump, I'll ask her in the press conference. And it's this: the American people do not want to go to war. We don't. Now the question is going to be, is President Trump going to live up to that same mandate, that same request that we the people don't want? Now, guys, let me tell y'all something. Your politician, just because your individual politician may say, your senator of your state, your congressman of your state, just because they may feel that we should support Israel. We have to do this. That doesn't mean that you guys in that state support it. It doesn't mean that, because majority of Americans don't want to go to war. Now, here's the deal. What I do not like, and I will want more understanding on, is President Trump said we wouldn't want this to be a long war. No. What do you, wait. Don't believe what I'm telling you guys right now. Go and look it up. President Trump said if we were to get involved, it's going to be like shaky. We don't want this to be a long war. When you say we, who are you talking about? Like between Israel and Iran? Because isn't Israel and the Gaza Strip, them, aren't they still going at it right now? So when you say we don't want this to be a long war, we don't want it to be a war at all. What do you mean we don't want it to be a long war? No, we don't want it to be at all. Now, President Trump says this: Iran cannot have nuclear bombs. Do they have it? Iran cannot have nuclear bombs. Mr. President, what does that mean? They can't have nuclear bombs. Do they have them, Mr. President? No. What are we doing? Because Tulsi Gabbard, she said they didn't. So that's all I'm wondering. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button right now. Yeah, you can do it right now. Just on the screen, you just double tap. And if you're on your phone, if you're on your phone, you can double tap the screen. If you're on your computer, just click the thumbs up button. Maxine, yeah, you guys, you saw the video I did. Maxine says Iran has been 1 month away from a nuclear bomb for 15 years. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. It's either you know this, because here's the deal. What did they say? What really made President Trump jump out when he first ran is President Trump was like, the war in Iraq, it never should have happened. It never should have happened. You guys claim there were weapons of mass destruction. Turns out there were no weapons of mass destruction. We've lost thousands of American sons and daughters. We never should have went in there. And I'm just saying right now, for this to be an administration of transparency, don't y'all think that the American people, before we get involved in anything, shouldn't we have some transparency or some proof that Iran actually has nuclear weapons, or they got uranium, they got plutonium? Shouldn't we have some transparency on that? Because again, it just seemed like it was very convenient that as America was starting to clean house, which we are cleaning house, we're getting our house, as soon as we start to make repairs to our home, all of a sudden, we are to focus on what's going on around the block at our neighbor's home. All because we were told that we're supposed to. You're supposed to take care of your neighbor's home before you take care of your own, Ty. You're supposed to take care of your neighbor around the corner before you take care of your own home, Ty. Oh yeah, we know that you got damage in your home, Ty. We know that you got flood damage in your home, Ty. We know that you have mold damage. We know that everything in your home is gutted, Ty. We know that you were getting ready to make everything fresh and new in your home, Ty, but you have to help your neighbor around the corner who's having a conflict with another neighbor first. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Who said that? Well, everybody knows that. Where's that at in some, where, who, what? Does it even make logical sense to not take care of your own family before you take care of somebody else's family? Say what you want to. You can say you can support Israel. You can say that all you want to. That's completely fine. I'm just saying to you, you have to, I'm ignorant to this. Get me to understand why I need to support Israel. Because the Bible says those that bless Israel, God will bless. And those that curse Israel, God will curse. The Bible doesn't say that, for one. Number two, What about people that don't believe that? What about people that are not Bible believers? What about atheists? What about Hindus? What about Buddhists? How would you sell them on that? There are people that are Hindu, Buddhist, Satanist, Luciferians. Okay? Those people exist here in America. And if you was to tell them, we have to support Israel because the Bible says so, they're going to be like, I don't believe in the Bible. What do you say to them? How would you try to explain to them that we need to support Israel? How? Because we have to. Because we have to. That's not law. Well, the Bible says, I'm telling you right now, y'all, you don't have to believe me. I did a video yesterday where I broke a lot of that stuff down, and I showed you guys in the Bible where it does not say that at all. It does not say that if you bless Israel, God will bless you. If you curse Israel, God will curse you. You're not going to find that in no Bible. Well, no, you're not going to find it in the Bible. He was talking to Abraham and talking about Abraham's seed and how those people, that nation will be blessed. It's just like a nation consists of people. It can consist of a place, but the nation consists of the people in that place. What if all of a sudden you took away that imaginary line of what we call Israel? What's considered Israel if you're talking about a place? Like right now, I have residents in 5 different states, right? Are those states really shaped like that, or are those invisible lines? So what's considered to be Illinois? What's considered to be Tennessee? What's considered to be Florida? Is Florida really shaped like that, or are those invisible lines? If you take away those invisible lines, it's just a rock. So when you say Israel, look at the map. The size of Israel right now has not always been that size. So are we going by the size of Israel? Used to be the size of Israel is right now. And again, don't believe what I'm saying to you right now. But you will not find in the Bible where the Bible says, if you bless Israel, God will bless you. If you curse Israel, God will curse you. You won't find that in the Bible at all. Now, to further push this, ladies and gentlemen, Netanyahu has been saying for decades, at least since 1992, he has been saying that for decades, that Iran has had weapons of mass destruction. He has been saying the same message about, hey, they can have it next week, they can have it in 6 months, they can have it in 2 months, they can have it in a year. He said, oh, they have the capability of making nuclear bombs 23 a year, which means they can have 230 in 10 years. He's saying things like that, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm saying is this. What does it have to do with us? The conflict between Iran and Israel, what does it have to do with us, Ty? Because if they don't do X, Y, and Z, then they can launch those bombs on us. I thought y'all said the same thing about Korea too. What has come of that? What has come of Korea's pointing their missiles at the United? Y'all remember all that? It's every single time. Korea pointing their missiles. Korea. Now Iran. And it's just now coming up right now. Nuclear bombs, nuclear weapons, nuclear this with Iran. And again, guys, I'm getting ready to let y'all go here, but all I'm just saying, I just have questions and thoughts that I'm just letting flow out to you guys' brain as well, because I want you to have those same questions and thoughts as to why is it all of a sudden that we are distracted away from fixing our own house, and now we're to focus on trying to fix somebody else's house. Because if we don't support Israel, we won't have any allies. Allies for what? For what? Last time I checked, nobody in their right mind would try to attack America. Well, Ty, yes, they have. No, they haven't. The only people that are attacking America, the only way that, me, in my opinion, you can disagree with this, the only way that America can be attacked is from within. No country, and I'm being braggative right now on my country, no other country in their right mind would dare try to pull something on us. No other country in their right mind would dare try to do anything to us. So when you say we have to have Israel because they're our allies, but then y'all turn around and say Israel is so small, they're all by themselves and they're surrounded. So if I'm the big brother and I don't have any worries, you're telling me that if I don't support Israel, then I won't have any allies to protect me from what? from all these other little small countries that wouldn't dare mess with us. It's just, this is just, I know this is it's too simple. It's too simple. Genesis 12:3, somebody just posted. Genesis 12:3 does not say anything about Israel. Yeah, God was talking to Abraham, and we do know that Israel ended up coming from Abraham. Yeah, so did the 12 tribes of Judah. What about Judah? How come y'all won't say the Bible says if you bless Judah, God will bless you, and if you curse Judah, God will curse you? Do you know what the 12 tribes of Judah are? And whatever those 12 tribes are, why aren't y'all using any of the names of those 12 tribes? Someone said Bible contradiction. Yay. No, it's not a Bible contradiction. It's just that it's not in there. It's like right now, if I told you the Bible says, and the Bible says, go jump in swimming pools and hold your breath for 30 minutes, I would tell you that's not in the Bible. That's it. It's not that it's a contradiction. It's just the fact that it's not in the Bible. That's all. Anyway, folks, it's just something I want to give you guys. Okay. The Raider Dude 30 said, if your neighbor threatened you and never talk to you again, you would still be on pins and needles around that neighbor. No, I would not. I won't be on pins and needles. No, I wouldn't. But with that same statement that you just said right there, who's threatening America besides these lunatics in America, these college students, these far left-leaning radicals, the snow cone color hair, social justice warrior, pierced face, pierced lips, pierced stomachs, pierced boobs, pierced kneecaps, sissified, entitled, loony brats. And besides these college students that's talking about death to America, these young folks that's blocking up highways and stuff saying from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. The Black Lives Matter riots. Who in the world is threatening America? So your neighbor analogy, I understand what you're saying, but nobody's doing it to America. What I'm saying to you, if somebody was threatening your neighbor around the corner from you, is it your duty to get involved with your neighbor when your house isn't taken care of? Peter Ortiz says, do you remember 9/11? Yes, I do. I was in college my first year when it happened. Said, wasn't that from the outside? Nope. No, it wasn't. That was from the inside. This is all about no wars. No wars. You don't have to believe me. Go back and research the 9/11 stuff, and go back and read the 9/11 stuff, and you will see exactly what happened. Go back and research and look up the 9/11 stuff with the so-called guys that took over an airplane with box cutters. That every grown man, I'm not saying nothing about women, but all these grown men on these airplanes was scared of. I'm gonna get it with a box cutter. I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't no way in heaven or hell that while I'm on an airplane, you're gonna scare me with a box cutter. I'm taking my shirt off, wrapping around my arm, putting my arm in my face. You swing at that shirt, dude. Go read what happened before 9/11, but go read what happened before the day of 9/11. Go look and try to figure out why Building 5 just fell out of nowhere. Come on now, I'm not even about to get all into that, man. My whole point of this whole video, what I want to tell you guys pretty much was, I think that we should stay steadfast on focusing on taking care of America, fixing America. Let's get ourselves together. Let's get ourselves straight. Let's get ourselves fixed. Let's get ourselves prosperous before we go and help any of our neighbors. Fix your own house first. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let y'all go. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.